It is so hard having a crush on my best friend, especially because he's a mad freak towards me. Like, boy, I'm already struggling to stay calm around you, and here you are touching all up on my thighs and giggling about it. MFSB like I'm not gay, and then here he is playing footsies with me and resting his head on my shoulder. Apparently having a crush makes people delusional, but bitch, I've been delusional. It's the way he looks at me, I swear to God. Just hear me out, okay? It's not like I'm 100%to that he's straight, yeah? This is the delusion talking. I mean, this fucker literally put me on his lap, like straddling him, and wrapped his arms around my waist and then acted like it was nothing. He was brick hard too, like, he can't act all slick when he's the one that put me on his lap. No, I want him, like I really want him. And that statement keeps getting firmer every time we hang out, which is nearly every day. I should not be allowed to have free will to talk about him, because it's about to get mod freaky fast like us the next time we hang out. Me and him have known each other since we were 2 years old. We've been best friends since that. He knows almost everything about me. Let me tell you all about this height difference. He is 7 inches taller than me. I suppose I match that height when I think of him. Whoa, that's a joke. I'm not even gonna bother with the I'm not gay shit. I don't even care anymore. I genuinely would make TF out with him in a gay way. IDC where this shit is coming from. I obviously can't tell my other friends about this, but no, my poor diary had to listen to all the shit I want to do with him. Why is he making life harder for me by acting like that? Life ain't the only thing he's making harder for me. Just wait till I see him tomorrow. I can already feel the shit he's gonna do to me in my toes. And I can't wait. Lukz out for now.
Guys, oh my god, I've been pacing back and forth in my bedroom because of him since I got home from school. It's so hard to stay casual about him when he's been treating me like this. It feels so hard, like he knows and he's just messing with me at this point. Today, we walked a first period together like usual, and he had his arm around my shoulders. He's been more touchy than he usually is with me, and boy does it have an effect on me. In science class, we were working on our project. Of course, we're partners because, guys, he's mine. He didn't even work on the work though. He made me do all the typing because he needs to save his fingers for good use with me. Show me what you're saving them for, UFF. And he suggested we should do this love compatibility test thing as a joke, apparently. In which I was drooling already, my eyes were literal hearts. We put both our names on there, and we got 97% compatible. And then he like dragged his hand down the side of my arm while laughing. I couldn't laugh. I was so red that even I could feel it. I dashed to that bathroom faster than I've ran in my life. He needs to stop touching me like this, bro. Or at least fucking touch me somewhere useful. Stop toying with my feelings and toy with something else of mine. I kid. Anyway, when I got back to class, he was finally for once doing some actual work. And as a joke, since he's so flirty, I wanted to be flirty back. I was like, damn, _ look at you actually being useful. Want me to reward you or something? And when I tell you, he put down his pencil, looked me up and down, licked his damn lips, and was like, what kind of rewards are we talking? Because I may be interested, Luke. Uh-oh, I need another bathroom break. Clean up on aisle, my pants. And we kept going back and forth like this shit all day. Flirting and whatever. But I'm so nervous, he thinks this is just a bro thing. If I get fucking rejected when I ever do confess, then fine, so be it. But if I get rejected because this entire time he's only seen me as just a bro, I'll fucking crash out on everyone. So I've been writing in my diary again. You know what that means? Hell yeah, these thoughts keep coming and something else too at the thought of him. Anyway y'all, here is your update for the day. And T-some for my last video blowing up. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Hope y'all have a good day. Lukz out. Peace. This isn't an update, but I do want to address some comments because I can't reply to them. The most prevalent I see is about my age, which is funny to me, because y'all be acting like I'm a prepubescent child. My birthday is October 28th, when I turn 15, which honestly shouldn't even matter. Do y'all not understand what it's like to be a 14-year-old boy though? Like you make a couple of freaky jokes, and all of a sudden I'm giving into lust? I'm convinced you don't know what puberty is, and I don't want to be the person to teach you. But let me tell you something. 14 to 15 is a totally normal age to have a crush, and having some non-PG thoughts is perfectly fine. God forbid a boy has a sense of humor that isn't family friendly. Acting like when y'all were 14, 15, you weren't making inappropriate jokes. And mine aren't even that dirty, like, come on now. Anyway, yeah, I've been getting a lot of that and TikTok isn't letting me reply. Also, I'm not getting Guro Omet, and the homophobia goes crazy in my comment section too. No one's forcing you to be here, Adrian, you can just scroll my guy. Thank you guys so much for all the support though. I was not expecting any of this attention, and I can't lie, I'm kinda shy now. He's coming over later today, so I'll give you guys an update after that. Whipping out my diary for this one again. Lukz out for now, have a good day, peace. These mixed fucking signals, bro, I swear to fuck. Like I want to make out with him and punch him at the same time for making me feel like this. And the longer I stared at him, the worse I felt inside. He doesn't deserve a bro like me, it's so wrong. He's probably just messing around and I'm feeling like this? I just can't. Reality check, my god. We were hanging out at a park until late. We had snacks and everything, and we were joking around and having a good time. And maybe I ruined it, cause I almost started crying after staring at him for too long. This guilt brr alma. He noticed it too, and that made me feel worse cause he looked really concerned and didn't even hide it. And the way he asked, "Are you okay?" made me feel worse. Like how the fuck am I gonna say, "No, Jay, I'm madly in love with you and have been for like 4 years." What if it's all just so damn casual? Like, was it casual when we were sitting in my bedroom at like 10 p.m. and having a deep sleepy conversation about our futures? Was it nonchalant when you grabbed my hand and said that you see me in your future? What about that time I got into a fight with my dad and you let me stay at your house and cuddle with you while watching funny movies to make me smile? This is why I fucking hate being gay. I hate overanalyzing every kind or freaky gesture that he does to me. I'm such a shitty friend and I should just come clean to him. But you guys really don't understand that I cannot lose him. We had such a good time today, and I don't want times like this to end. I love being his best friend, but I want to be more to him. I don't know, guys. I can't just stop liking him. I've tried that already. Just picture me screaming into my pillow. That's me. Sometimes reality hits me, and delusion wears off, and then I realize how fucking insufferable straight boys are. He hugged me for so long because he thought I was gonna cry, and I was hard and upset at the same time. ICL. Boyzu. I love him, and yeah, I'm mad freaky about him. But times like these are when I can really think about just how much deeper that goes. All the comments saying, "You know who I'm talking about." Stal whoopee lying guy. Can't reply to comments still, so I can't even deny it. LM foul. We grew up together. How the hell could I not catch feelings when he's the guy that's never judged me about anything ever? Anyway. I need to let all my feelings out, more meanings than one, cause he held my hand for like 30 minutes. But also soak in my own pity party. Lukz out, peace. Oh, I'm down deviously, horrendously, toe-curlingly, freakily, yet also romantically down bad for him. Before y'all say anything, it's nighttime for me right now, so take that as your freak trigger warning. We've been texting back and forth for 5 hours and he kept sending voice messages. I am a mess at sleepy voice messages in the most literal sense possible. Ready, set, goon. My honest reaction when he sent a 30-sec audio of just him giggling. And he was just straight up shamelessly flirting with me. I can post some SS on my story if I remember because, hang on. About to send him a different kind of 30-sec audio. Oh, I'm getting greedy. Greedy for some shit he can give to me. I am not me right now. Whoa, how the fuck did that sentence escape my diary? Chat, the effects he has on me is diabolical. And he was like, "I wish you were here with me right now." Bae, fuck. You mean, I'm literally under your bed right now, begging to be inside it instead. I know something else he can be inside. A church. With me. After these fucking conversations. Ooh, okay, I'll calm down. But how would you feel if the man you've been crushing on for 4 years sends you audios of him? Half asleep, basically mumbling his words, Ujech. Times like these are when I refuse to believe Hayes straight, and this is just a bro thing, because he sounds YE2 into that be into me next. Not in that freaky of a way. It's almost his birthday, and we were talking about it somehow. And he said for my gift, all I want is you wrapped up with a bow. Yeah, totally, hetero, for sure, for sure. And I said, how would you feel if I thought a guy was cute? And he said, but in his defense, it really did sound like a joke when he said this. It wouldn't matter to me as long as I'm the guy. Inhale out, exhale in, or however that goes. He went to sleep and I'm still giggling while reading out convo over and over again. I need to sleep before I say anything else I regret. I've been ranting to a fucking Sonic stuffed plush for like 30 minutes. I'm not okay. Imagine I name dropped him. No more. Lukz out. I'm going to sleep. I'm about to start jorking my shit, bro. You wanna know what this MF sends me? A picture of him fresh out the shower. Wet hair. Collarbones visible, I repeat. Wet hair, and a devious fucking smile on that obnoxiously hot face. Oh boy, I was screaming so loud my dad told me to shut the fuck up from downstairs. I'm about to unzip this man's pants with my teeth. Do not play with me. And to all the people saying flirt back, I did. I said, mind if you tilt the camera lower? To that he said, you gotta pay for that. You know what they say? $20 is $20. I want this man in a way that is harmful for society. Fuck this shit. If I had the balls, I would have confessed to him years ago. But looks like he's gonna need to have the balls for me, literally. I'm hungry, sir. Just wait till I see him at school tomorrow. I'ma touch him, that's so cap. I can barely even look at him without turning so red anymore. Oh, and I'm probably gonna come out to him tomorrow, but I'm like 90% sure he already knows I'm gay. It's throbbing. God damn, I'm ending this now. Sorry for y'all's ears, my bad I got carried away. Lukz out, have a good day. Hello, I'm Luca. I want him to absolutely destroy me right now. So here's an update for you guys. I was gonna post it sooner, but I've been having the world's worst migraine. My head still hurts, but I need to giggle about this and goon too. School started off regular, but I knew today I was gonna come out to him. So while he was being his idiotic cute self, I was stressing about how I was going to word it. Oh, and also fantasizing about making out with him, but that was a side thought. Anyway. For once, we were actually kinda locking in on our project. And for that, I mean, I did all the work and he just sat there, said stupidly flirty things, and looked pretty. The BON I had was unreal. Fuck, I miss him already. At lunchtime, I finally decided to just go for it. We were sitting at the table we usually do with him, me and like 3 of our other friends. I was like, hey, there's something kind of important I need to tell you. And he looked at me with such a hot expression I almost nutted right there. We ended up in the boys' washroom together, and when I was sure it was just us, I went for it. No, I didn't confess my undying love to him. But I did tell him that I was gay, and that if he was uncomfortable with that, he should tell me now. He didn't look all the surprised, and I swear to fuck, he kinda smirked. That shot straight down to my peener, and I couldn't even look at this bitch. He grabbed my hands and brought them to his chest in a playful way. And said, Glade, don't remember exactly, but something like, yeah. Really? I never would have guessed that Luke and he sounded so smug. And when I asked him how he could tell, he said, best friends just have that intuition. Oh, right, best friends, I hated hearing that word. I said something else after that I don't remember, but while I was talking, his eyes were on my lips. The rest of the day was pretty normal, and now he heard in concrete I was gay. And yet, his flirting felt a little more real, but maybe I'm overthinking it. I want to text him so bad, but know he's out right now. And hey, here I am, laying in my bed, bricked, while thinking of the day wish I was nonchalant. He called me his best friend, so maybe I am overthinking all of this and we really are just brothers. Whatever, I need to scream about this and cry because my migraine hurts so bad. Lukz out for now, have a good day. We almost fucking kissed. Not even just once. Almost 3 times. I'm still recovering from a fever, but this hottie has been taking care of me as he should in another way. I'm gonna explain from the beginning as best I can with one hand. I swear I'm kidding. So yesterday, I had a pretty bad fever, and as one does, he obviously texts his best friend about it, who, not even 3 texts later, says he's coming over because he doesn't want me to be alone. My dad had to go out. He had some important ass thing to do, and yet he dropped it to come over to my house just cause I'm not feeling well. So when he got there, it was just him and I alone in my house. I may have been sick, but I still had some mad freaky thoughts. 10 minutes later, he got into my bed and wrapped his arms around me because I started crying because I'm a baby when I'm sick. He let me bury my face in his chest. Oh boy, did that shit smell good as hell. Then I started whining about being hot, obviously, because I had a fucking fever. And he said I should take my shirt off, and he smirked when he said that. Now, sick? Yes. H0RNA? Absolutely. So I said something how I'm unable to because I'm sick, and that he should take it off for me. And he didn't even hesitate. He did, and then checked me out thinking I didn't notice. When we locked eyes for a second, I looked down to his lips. I cannot help myself at the end of the day, and he kinda leaned in. But then it kinda hit me that I was still fucking suffering from this fever. So I flinched and kinda fell into his chest, and he started hugging me. And before I knew it, I fell asleep on top of him, and he didn't budge. He just kept me there. Fuck my god, I need him so bad. I woke up again at like 1 a.m., and he was still very much in my bed, but he had his shirt off. Now, oh, what a sight. Even if it was dark, I still saw those fucking abs. When I'm sick, I'm very whiny. So I started hugging him and crying to him about how grateful I was to have him in my life. And we almost kissed again. Wow, real straight of him. I almost puked on him though. Negative aura. And instead of being grossed out, he held my hair while I threw up and got me water. Oh, and made some freaky ass comment about me sucking on the water bottle slowly and not swallowing too fast. He stayed with me in my bed till I fell asleep again and left at like 4 a.m. for me. And before he left, he set like 2 Tylenols and a cup of water next to me bed for me. UA, I'm so convinced he wants me now. I just need the balls to confess because I want him to be mine. Anyway, Lukz out. I'm still painfully sick RN, so I'll get when I'll update next. Bye-bye. My hands are fucking shaking, so is my body in about 3 seconds. We kissed. And I'm not talking a quick peck. I'm saying like long, heavy breathing, handsy, pent-up type shit. And he kinda pinned me against the fucking wall. I didn't even initiate this shit. He dragged me to the bathroom and just fucking had at it. And to make matters worse, better in my eyes, he was panting all up in my ear. And was so hard he was fucking pressing it into my thigh. No, because I don't know what angel was on my shoulder. But somehow I managed to actually not combust right there, double meaning. We didn't even say anything, it was just that, for like 5 minutes. But it felt why longer. There was another long thing I felt, but I'm not getting into that. He did apologize a lot. Bae, I've been fantasizing about this for years. Why the fuck you saying sorry for? I was so nervous. Because I've never had my mouth intruded like that before. Like, not complaining, but damn. The rest of the day was so awkward, like we didn't know how to even talk to each other. But now he's texting me asking to talk, so wish me luck. That was the best moment of my life. I keep replaying it in my head. I'm home alone and have free will. If I'm lucky, and things go well, maybe we'll be something exclusive. Even if we're not specifically boyfriends just yet, I want to be out of the best friend zone. It's been 12 years, you fuck. Lukz out. I need to write in my diary and call him later. Have a good day. He just left my house, and it's now 2 a.m. and I'm sleepy enough to spill my guts. I know something he can do with my guts. Like, rearrange them. Whoa. Okay. So, I don't know if you saw or not, but I posted it on my story. He wanted to come to my house because he had important stuff to tell me. And important stuff to do to me too, I guess. I'm kidding. My dad wasn't home again, so it was just me and Huz in my room, and I can't lie. It was awkward as shit in the beginning because of what happened at school. And FYI, it's a really weird feeling to be awkward around your best friend of 12 years. I was sweating bricks. We laid on my floor and moved onto the bed later and had a deep talk about our feelings, which was strange for me. He told me that he wasn't sure if he could be gay because A, we live in Russia, B, his parents are raging homophobes, and C, once again, it's not really okay here. Those are completely valid points to me, so I tried not to be too upset, but then he fucking grabbed my hands again and stared into my eyes. He noticed how upset I looked, I guess, and said, "I'm not rejecting you, Luke. I just need time to think about how we can make it work, because I do want to try with you." What happened after that? I'll give some deets, but not the full, detailed explanation, because this is the internet. And I'm feeling really weird in a very good way, just rethinking it. No, we didn't full on, because I don't think I'm quite ready for the actual thing, and neither is he, I think. But there was some touching above clothes. No, more like above pants, not above shirts, and I genuinely have never been so red in my life. Fuck, it's so weird. Like this is the same guy I've went through everything with. The same guy that I can talk to about anything. My guy. I've always had him, and he's always had me. It sucks knowing that if I was a girl, we'd probably have been together by now. And we wouldn't have to do all this waiting and hiding. But if he needs me to wait, I'm patient. We're in this weird spot right now. More than friends, obviously, but not partners, and it scares me a little. We were just laying down together, having the most meaningless and sleepy conversations, and he occasionally kissed me again, like on the head and shit. No schoolwork done, but we did a lesson in human anatomy. Anyway, I'm not going to sleep, but I am gonna do it. Joking. Maybe. Lukz out. Bye-bye. Why is everything so confusing and unfair? Like I love him so much, and I know I said I was patient, but like this spot I'm in really just frustrates me. And I don't know if that makes me a bad person. I understand his thought process and choices, but come on. I don't get why we can't just be together, even secretly. He said that he liked me, and he still treats me the way he always does. Like a best friend. Like a bro. And that's the issue. I don't want to be best friend anymore. But I really can't have what I want. and I can't force him into it, and I don't want to. Why is this world so fucking against love? If we do get together, we couldn't tell anyone, and we couldn't show affection unless we're alone. And if we don't get together, we're still going to like each other, but have weird, confusing labels around it. One minute, he's snuggling up with me, telling me that we'll make it work. And then another minute, he'll switch up and say, I don't know if we can. Why does this even have to be an issue? It's so fucking stupid. I wonder if we can make estimates on how long I'll be in the weird middle spot for. We're definitely more than friends, but just can't fucking be boyfriends. It's not like I'm asking to freak with him in the middle of the street. I just want exclusivity and the ability to do much as hold hands romantically when walking down the street. I really hope that we'll get together, but who knows how the future will play out. I just want to be official already. He better not break my heart and lead me on. There's too much of that nowadays. Anyway, nothing much really happened today, so this isn't really an update between us. We're still unofficial. Shocker. Lukz out. The next video will be happy. I can feel it. Bye-bye. We're officially together. Boyfriends. If you didn't see my story, he asked me to be his boyfriend, which obviously I said yes to. And he came over, and it was the best hangout we've ever had. He is so cute. And he was blushing so hard the whole time, which is so unlike him. And he was calling me pretty and stuff, and UGH. I almost came right there when he said in a low tone that I was breathtaking. Like ho, you can absolutely take my breath right now. And something else of mine. And it's so fucking awesome that he's so handsy yes, touch me. I would love it if you touched me. I was so hard the entire time we hung out, I cannot even lie. I'm telling you, he let me curl up on him and he was kissing all upon my head. Makeout sessions are awesome, don't get me wrong, but those gentle, forehead, top of head and neck kisses, I am an absolute SLUT for. When we were cuddling on my bed watching some dumb movie, one of his hand was just resting on my chest beneath my shirt. Oh, what are you trying to get into? Me? Bet. Imagine if I showed him my diaries. Chat, should I do it? Or should I keep them secret? I don't know. I mean, we're dating now, so it can't be that weird. Dating. I'm taken. He can take me in more ways than one. Whoa, pause. I'll do boyfriend updates for you guys now, cause I'm kinda attached to posting now. Okay, Lukz out, bye-bye. It's lust, not love. I'm about to shove a 10-foot pole up your booty hole in about 3 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know caring about someone so hard to the point where my chest would occasionally hurt. And crying over the fact I loved him so much for over 5 years was just lust. I didn't know having 4 diaries dedicated to my feelings for him. Overthinking and hating myself for liking him. And being unable to hold eye contact with my own best friend of 12 years was just lust. Praying that I was a girl since I was 11 so I could fantasize about a relationship was lust? These people have no idea what they're talking about, yet think they have a right to say stuff like that? Just because I make a freaky comment or two on the internet block blast video, does not mean I only see him with sexual desire. And that does not mean you can use my sentences as a way to fuel this bullshit claim. Well, you say that you want him to do stuff to you? Wow, my words are holy grail? I'm literally in puberty. I'm obviously gonna think about it. It's only shame because we're both boys. If it was about a girl, then I'd be defended. It's normal for boys to think about girls at that age. It's normal for anyone to think about anyone at this age. Shut up. This offends me because it completely disregards all my feelings I put into him, and it wasn't all just good things. I love him, okay? And my love isn't any different from your romantic love. You don't know what I feel. Stop talking for me. Lukz out, I'm gonna go be lustful, which in genuine terms means giggle over texts he sent me an hour ago. Why can't men get pregnant? You're seriously telling me that I can't impregnate my boyfriend? Why not? What a fucked up cruel world we live in. I can't get him pregnant? We still gonna try though. Can scientists hurry up and make this happen already? I'm waiting patiently. Next time we hang out together and he tells me that he can't get pregnant, I feel my heart break a little more by the second. If this was the Omegaverse, we would have already had 14 children. And one on the way, I'd obviously be the alpha guys. Even though over 400 people called me an Omega. I just want him pregnant. I want to get him pregnant. Bring Impregn 2025. I swear, next update I make will be a pregnancy reveal, and I'll confirm that, yes, in fact we did get pregnant. He'd be the pregnant one. Not me. I swear. Don't worry guys, next time him and I are in a room together. Trust this entire video won't matter anymore. and we'll be expecting. Honorable mention, if I can't have him preg, at least frauding exists. I may be atheist, but I do thank the Lord for creating something that heavenly. I'm kidding, I swear. Luck's out, I'm going to go impregnate the love of my life. Thank you. Every time he gets jealous over me, I feel myself get gayer and gayer. Like, shut up, jealousy is so hot. It's not always toxic. Some possessiveness is nice. Really nice. Oh my, I love it so much. Like when he gets jealous, he gives me this look and I almost fold forward onto the ground. In front of him, so he can let that jealousy out on me. Relax, purists. I'm kidding. Okay, sir, I'm literally all yours. But you know we can make sure you're sure of that in about 3 seconds. It's even better because we're not out, so in public, and he gets jealous of me talking to someone else. I can tell he's going crazy inside, but can't do anything. I love that. And sometimes he like discreetly grabs my hand and squeezes it and like clenches his jaw. Oh, I'm fucking YN. I love my life, and his possessiveness isn't even always fierce and feisty. Sometimes he gives me that desperate ass wide-eye pouting look. If I could moan from a look, I would. He wants me so bad and makes that obvious. Little does bro know I want him 10 times more than he wants me. Every single time we're together, I just want to hug him super tightly. Boyfriend update. I have never been happier in my entire life, and Hayes genuinely the best partner I could ask for. Also, his birthday is coming up, so if y'all have any funny birthday gift ideas for me to give to him, let me know. Okay, Luck's out now, bye-bye. Why the flipperoonie do people only text me mid-goon? It's like, you don't hear from anyone all day, and then God forbid a guy is partaking in a hobby, my phone wants to blow up. Excuse me, I had a great day with Huz Lemmy, be in peace and unload. Literally, but no. All of a sudden my friend's hamster learned the Pythagorean theorem, and she has to tell me about it. Or somehow my other friend reached space and is calling me from the moon. Boy, I need 30 minutes to myself. Then text me. And it's even more embarrassing when my boyfriend texts me. Like, baby, what are you doing? Fantasizing about doing you, but I digress. Actually, no, when he texts me, I'm already halfway over to his house, so that was a bad example. Do they like sense it or something and just feel the need to bug me? I swear to God, next time someone calls me during it, I'm just gonna answer and assert my dominance. Just kidding, guys. I do not goon. I'm not a gooner. I've never gooned in my life. Come on now. Unless I receive a picture or video of my jaw-dropping, exasperating, toe-curling, arousing boyfriend, then maybe we can reconsider that claim. Anyway, I just need to know if this happens to anyone else, or if I'm the special exception. Luck's out, guys. Stay freaky. Okay guys, don't tell him, but I have the world's biggest crush on my boyfriend ever. Like, hey there handsome, do you need someone to keep that mouth warm or, pretty eyes. He has pretty eyes. And he flirts with me too, even at school, like he isn't even hiding it. Sigh, okay, fine, bend over the desk right now. He's also so handsy, I didn't even think it was possible, but he got even more touchy after we started dating. Like, do you want to be my boyfriend or something? And he gives me attention, so much attention. It turns me on so hard. Boy, if you don't Sibbo right now, I swear to God. I'm the new king of Timi and you will bow down. And he buys me a lot of food because he says it'll give me a lot of energy for later with him, whatever that means. Like, we're gonna keep this a secret, okay? But I love him so much. Like, I want to date my boyfriend so bad. And like, watch a movie with him. And like, give him a hug. Yes, a big, tight hug. He even tells me he thinks I'm super attractive and that he loves me. Guys, do you think he likes me back? Say absolutely if we should break that bed tonight. He's in the bathroom at my house right now. Guys, how do you nonchalantly ask the love of your life to pin you down without sounding like a bottom? Because I'm obviously not a bottom. These fucking allegations. Ooh, I'm so down bad for him. It reminds me of that audio that's like, I just want to have sex one more time. And if no one gets it, I'll respectfully shut the frick up. Okay, Luck's out. I'm gonna go tickle his pickle. We're gonna watch a movie. Okay, whatever. Stay freaky. Hello guys, I'm Luca. I'm about to bust. I need to share this tea right now. It felt like a scene out of some fan fiction. Literally screaming. So it was really last minute, but one of mine and Jacob's mutual friends invited me. Him and like 3 of our other friends over to his house to hang out. I'm always down to hang out, so I said yeah with confirmation that Huz was going. And yeah, we all ended up at our friend's house. I'll call him V. Just to clarify again, no one knows Jacob and I are together, and we aren't planning on coming out to them anytime soon. Okay, so you're gonna have to picture this. At V's house was me, Jacob, and two of our other friends cause one couldn't make it. So we were all sitting in V's living room playing some dumbass video games and just talking. The setup was kinda like this. V and I were sitting together on the floor in front of the couch. M was sitting directly in front of the TV, and me and Huz had the couch to ourselves. We were sitting under a blanket together. This is why it felt like a fanfiction scene. And oh boy does that sound mad freaky when I think of other possibilities that could have happened. We're not that classless. And we wouldn't do nothing that freaky in front of our friends that wouldn't even like it if they found out we were gay. Boo-oat. The topic of crushes came up because V has a massive crush on this girl in our math class and can't go 5 minutes without talking about her. So I told him to shut up because yeah, and then he asked me about if I had a crush on any girl. The way Huz was staring at me, I struggled to hold my laughter because he was glaring at me like full-on jealous look that I love so much. Even me from the future RN still wants to goon over that look. And to make matters even hotter and more fan fiction-like, he grabbed my thigh beneath the blanket and was like, "Yeah, Luke, you're always so quiet about crushes. There's gotta be someone." Bitch, I couldn't even breathe because his hand was high up on my thigh, like close to you know what. I knew he knew that I was bricked. I'm shy now and I'm never fucking shy, and he was kinda smirking. With the last ounce of self-control I had, I did in fact say that I didn't have a crush on anyone, and he gave me that glare again. Bright side, no one noticed that I was internally on the verge of orgasm. This is a joke. Not so bright side, I learned just how little I can control myself around him. After that, we hung out for a couple hours and Jacob kept teasing me whenever other people weren't paying attention. So after that, I said that I had to go home because my dad called me, and coincidentally, Jacob had to go home too. He just wanted to walk me home, and he did that. He walked me home, holding my hand. Mind you, he's never done that outside before because he's scared of getting caught. And he kept making fun of me for freaky reasons I'm not going to state. He kissed me before I went inside. Quickly so no one would see, but still a kiss. Now I'm laying in my bed, used up like 4 pages of my diary. Wishing that he touched a little more than my thighs. I'm kidding again, I swear. Yeah, so, I really am living the Wattpad dream. Lux out. Stay freaky. I'm back, and I come with joy and whimsy. Guys, he told me he loved me today, like romantically. It was a gentle moment. The L word. He said the L word. Picture this. He took me on a date which was probably just a hangout in his head. I just like the word date better. Holy, I receive princess treatment from him. That's not the only treatment I receive. I have a sore throat and lost my voice. I'm kidding. Okay, anyway. We had a good day, especially me, and then once the sun started to set, he told me he knew a spot. Fucking knew a spot. Yeah, buddy, I know a spot that I have for you to discover too. Hint. It's in my body. Anyway, he pulled such a romantic move here. Okay, I want him to pull a romantic move on me. The spot he took me to was a fucking spot we went to all the time when we were younger. Someone take AO3 off his fucking phone. He then proceeded to shove me to the ground, which was not fun. But hey, I love it when he's rough with me. Did I laugh at my own joke? Yes, and what? I'm off topic. Anyway, after that we laid in the grass, and by that I mean I laid down, and he sat beside me picking grass and dropping it on me. We were joking around and shit, and I just started laughing my fucking ass off, and he stopped laughing randomly and just stared at me. He was either A, about to attack me with kisses, or B, tell me some gut-wrenching, heartbreaking sentence. It's hard to tell with him. Luckily, he chose the former and kinda got on top of me and kissed me a bunch. Then he cupped my face, looked into my eyes, which I'm not good at eye contact because his eyes are so fucking blue. And he said, "I love you." I said I loved him back quickly because we're used to saying that to each other platonically. Boot, he said that he loved me, like really loved me. Like a boyfriend in a romantic way, and that he's finally comfortable being fully himself with me. Okay, I moaned. I mean, guys, that's a huge thing to say to someone. Let's be honest and comfortable here. After that, we hugged for a really long time and then ended up back at my house. I'm gonna tell my dad about us this week, I think. My dad is like a #1 shipper of me and Jacob, though. I didn't even have to come out to him. My dad just randomly asked me on day if I had a crush on Jacob. Speaking of Huz, he's crashed out beside me right now, like sprawled out, fast asleep type shit. He's so cute. Yeah, I tired him out real good. Anyway, we're gonna snuggle now, so yeah, I'm done. Lux out, stay freaky. Hey guys, I'm Luca. Before I say anything, I am not getting too freaky in detail, but I am going to say today went way different than expected. He's a freak, and I didn't think it was possible to top me. I mean, I guess he topped me in more ways than one. Whoa, slowing my roll down here. For his own sake too, I do not want to say our business on the internet. Boo today went really well. I thought it would be funny if I got my boyfriend condoms as a joke to add on to his birthday present. Keyword, funny. I had no freaky intentions behind it. But we learned he takes jokes differently. And side note, it was humiliating to purchase those. I was literally on the verge of tears because I swear the guy behind me was looking at me weird. Anyway, for the main gift I got him, I wrote him a card and got him some candy, along with some hockey trinkets because he plays hockey. And then came the moment I was becoming increasingly anxious for. I whipped it out. And by that I mean the extra gift out from my backpack. I said something like, we can totally use these sometime later, while laughing. Because like I said, it was intended as a joke. He laughed too, so I thought I was in the clear and it didn't come off weird. And then he said, why sometime later? And then he fucking took one out of the box and threw it at me. And said some stupid shit I am not repeating on here. This was really thoughtful, Luke. Please tell me there's an additional gift that goes with this one. Something physical, and I almost screamed with fear and something else. That was the tame version of what he said. Digital footprint exists. And also, I do not even know how to word what happened after that. Did he get the physical gift he wanted? Maybe. I'm not sharing too much. But what I am going to share is that I am going to have dreams about this for God knows how long. And yes, my diary has heard about this in detail. So let's all thank my diary for taking the hit for your ears. I'm fighting over this. Actually, I left his house hours ago, and yet I'm still thinking about this. And he's making it worse because he keeps teasing me about IT over text. I need a mental freak detox. Lux out. Stay freaky, guys. How the flip are you supposed to react when you catch your boyfriend gooning to your voice on call? Prefacing, I am not complaining whatsoever. I would pay to hear that again, but this has never happened to me before. I was gobsmacked. Jaw dropped in preparation, shocked, yet also kinda. He was full on doing it for almost an entire hour? And I heard it, he wasn't even trying to make it subtle. I love me a bold. Freaky man, it's so hot I cannot lie. Boy, I'm about to teleport there in about 3 seconds to help you out. With my mouth. I thought the keep talking thing only happened in stories until I experienced it. You know what he's about to experience? This body on his face? Okay, that one I swear on my life is a joke. Just imagine this. I was literally just talking about nothing in particular, and then he started asking me mad freaky questions. He was whimpering. Are you fucking kidding me? I cannot even explain what I was feeling because I don't know how, but I felt that shit in my stomach. Like how I felt something of his in my stomach yesterday. I'm kidding again. Please don't cancel me. I'm kidding. Anyway, after we hung up at 4 a.m., you best believe I did not go to sleep, and I was out of diary pages. So there was only one thing left for me to do. Goon! Y'all substituted as my diary today, and this was the watered-down version of my thoughts. I gotta wait for my dad to buy me another journal. Anyway, Lux out, he's texting me right now, #stay freaky y'all. So chat, I got impatient and started to feel a little guilty, so I told Huz about this account. You know, I thought he would be a little mad, but we can thankfully say he has a good sense of humor and was making jokes about it. But now I just realized he knows about the diaries. Fuck. I know he's watching this video right now. Jacob, I swear to you, I do not have a dedicated freaky diary to you, where I'll certainly do not write my fantasies down in. I genuinely thought he was going to be mad over this damn, I don't even know what to say in this video. But because he was begging, I'll let him do this exposing me in the comments thing. He really wanted to do it, but I'm scared because he knows too much. So, short video, but an update nonetheless. Now I'm gonna be a little more self-conscious when posting because I know he's going to watch all my damn videos. So, Lux out. Okay, bye-bye. Jacob, I swear to fuck, if you say something weird, I know where you live and I will show up. #StephRecky. So I found out that Huz read pages of my diary while I was sleeping, through a story he left on my account. What the fuck? Hey, it can't be that bad. The freakiest pages in that book are all stuck together, so he couldn't read them anyway. Why are they stuck together? Glue. Anyways, I have no idea what pages he read because he won't tell me, but he keeps laughing about it. You guys do not understand. This diary is 250 pages of just pure smut all about him. And when I say smut, I mean full detail. Worse than AO3. Literally every single thing that popped into my brain. I wrote down, and to make it worse, he isn't even making fun of me for it. He keeps teasing me about it. I need to find a better hiding spot for it. Apparently, after writing in it 2 days ago, I forgot to hide it back and just left it under my desk. And he keeps touching all up on me, talking about I'm always here to make those thoughts a reality. Literally going to nut the next time he says that. Anyway, now I gotta deal with being sore and tired while he continues to laugh and giggle about my writing that came from the heart. That's not the only thing that came while I was writing in there. Cough, cough, cough. Okay, but the thing is, I get a weird feeling in my stomach when I think of him reading it. And not in a bad way. And I don't know what that means. Like it's kind of hot. I'm not going into further detail about that. It's a goon-worthy thought to imagine him reading my diary. Anyway, I need to crash out and relax because my body hurts. Lukz out. I'm screaming right now. Hashtag stay freaky. Make me. Sure, you're about to make me bust right now. Hello guys, I'm Luca, and I need to talk about my day today. I need to get it off my chest, and I need to get something else off too. Jokes. Just jokes. My day sucked so hard at first. Speaking of sucking hard, my beautiful huz messaged me 5 hours ago asking to hang out. So we did. Each other. I swear that one really was a joke. We went out for food. Together? And he took me to this cafe place. But he made me bring fucking homework so it would look like we were just bros hanging out. Yeah, Jacob, this bro right here is about to be hanging out. From the fucking ceiling next time I get referred to as that. Anyway, as frustrating as that was to hear, it was super nice there, and he had his hand on my thigh under the table. So I'm really bad at hiding my facial expressions. So obviously when his hand suddenly appears on my thigh, it's visible on my face, and I told him to get his hand off because oh boy, I was feeling it today. And yes, that's when he smirked and said, "Make me." He was not kidding when he said he wanted to recreate scenes he read from my diary. And that is crazy because this is the wholesome stuff, and I'm already gonna nut over that. Who said that? That's not even worst thing he did. His fingers were like playing with the waistband of my fucking pants. Hey, so my stomach did the thing. Nothing happened more than that. Obviously, because we were at a fucking public cafe, but he paid for me like a true gentleman. We then walked together to his house, not holding hands, nor were we even walking that close together. So you can basically rub me off at a public place, but holding hands with me outside is where he draws the line. Must have been the wind. Oof. Times like these are when I wish his bedroom door had a lock on it. We weren't getting freaky or nothing, but we were, ooh, hands. Everywhere. And his goddamn mom nearly walked in. It's like when I'm over at his house and we're just chilling in his room. His parents don't come into his room whatsoever. But God forbid mine and his lips decide to make contact. All of a sudden, he's a celebrity. A celebrity that can sign my face. It's Pride Month, okay? Y'all can't say shit about my freaky jokes. After that really scary incident, his parents are super homophobic. We decided it was best to not risk it, and so we played Monopoly for like 2 hours. I cheated. Like 4 times. Every time he lost focus on something, I stole some of his money. Jacob, if you're watching this, I'm kidding. I won fair and square trust. Anyway, I'm tired. So, I'm going to sleep, ladies and gents, and everyone in between. Lukz out, stay freaky. Hey guys, it's Luca, and I need to talk about today. I literally lived out my BL fantasies in real life. Oh my god, I'm drooling, shaking, curling my toes, going absolutely feral after this man right now. And he's sleeping right beside me. I'm at his house right now, and it's almost 2 a.m. So I'm freaky and don't have my diary with me, so y'all are getting some details, I don't care. So it was one of our friend's birthdays yesterday, I guess, which, happy birthday to him by the way. He invited me and Jacob over, obviously. It was a party on the bigger side, like there were a lot of people. And Jacob is way more social than me. I'm a socially anxious plus awkward fat guy, and he isn't. Especially because there were people I've never met before there, oh boy. But I did meet this really nice girl, so shout out to her. It was like around 7 p.m. and my social battery was already 0% sorry. So I was sitting on one of the couches in the birthday boy's living room, and I was just on my phone. Jacob was doing God knows what. He left me all alone. But that's when I met the nice girl because she sat next to me on the couch. We were talking about, I don't even remember because it was unimportant. And then Jacob comes into the living room, and now the show begins. Remember when I mentioned he gets jealous over me once? Yeah, he was jealous, and it was obvious, maybe only to me, but I saw it in his face. Foaming at the mouth at the memory. I want his stuff in my mouth. Whoa, pause. I don't get how he got jealous because we're literally in a homosexual relationship. And he obviously knows I'm gay and I was talking to a GIRL. Boot. He sat on my other side next to me on the couch. So picture me sandwiched between this girl I met and Jacob. Except Jacob was sitting a lot closer. After a couple minutes, he kind of leaned into me a little bit and whispered that he was hungry in such a low tone. Yep, that shot straight to my peener. Boner alert. A dessert option is me. I'll bend over right now. Okay, anyways, he kinda gave me that pleading look and asked me if I'd go get food with him. Yeah, food. So my question is, why the fuck did we end up in the bathroom together? He's got to have a kink for making out with me in the bathroom of a public place, because this is the second time. He made out with me hard, like jealous hard. And I can assure you that wasn't the only hard thing. For both of yours, his was just extremely obvious. God, the image is etched in my brain. He said some things to me I can't repeat on here, but they were freaky. Something along the lines of not being able to leave the bathroom in the state he's in. Referencing his self-respect is calling, shame is calling. Hashtag decline, God forbid a boy has hobbies. We barely did anything, there at least, like clothing was still there, we're not that freaky. But I'm low-key into clothes on too. He then said that we were going to his house. Said it, not asked IT. I was too stunned and horny to not agree. So we ended up at his house at 10 p.m. His parents were out. He told me that, so, time skip to now. We are now together in his bed. He smells so good. I feel like an animal. But raw, I love him touching me. Okay, Lukz out. I need to control myself. Hashtag stay freaky. Having one of those I need my mama moments, but not being able to hug her is so hard. I would do anything to have her back, even for 10 minutes. I just want one big hug from her. I want her to be proud of me, but sometimes I worry that she's not happy with the person I've become. It's so weird to grieve someone I barely even had. She passed away almost 13 years ago, and yet I still have vivid memories of her. I was a literal toddler when she died, but I still remember when she would fucking sing to me and cuddle me super tight when we watched cartoons. She also made good food. I know that because my dad would always say that. I'm scared that the fact I'm gay would disappoint her. I always feel like she's with me no matter what I do. What if I'm invalid for feeling this way because she died when I was so little? I love my dad, and he always steps up for me. He's a great listener, and he supports me. Even though we argue so much, I'm so grateful for his strength. But there's times when all I want is my mom, and I don't want to say that to him because I know how much he misses her too. I don't even know what I'm blabbering about, I just really miss her, and none of my friends understand me. And the way I grieve is pretty bad. I get really agitated and frustrated, and I end up taking it out on everyone around me instead of dealing with it. I get mad at my dad a lot, even though I know he's not even fully healed from it either. And even though he forgives me, I feel guilt for it still. Anyway, sorry for the random vent. I'm just going through one of those episodes right now, and my friends are pissing me off. Whatever, I'll be fine later. Lukz out. We'll be back to our scheduled freaky videos soon. Bye-bye.
Sometimes I feel like Jacob would be happier if he was dating a girl instead of me. Not only happier, but more comfortable with love. We're both each other's first partners, and that's a lot of stress considering we're both guys in a gay relationship in Russia. If he was dating a girl, he wouldn't have to put himself at risk of danger for his partner. He wouldn't have to lose his family for his partner. He wouldn't have to stand 5 inches apart from each other when we walk together down the street. I'm not sure if this is selfish, talking about it like this instead of going to him directly about it, but I'm too afraid to tell him. He's most likely going to end up seeing this video anyway, but I think it's more selfish for me to date him. I'd rather put myself in danger than him. I can't lose him. He's been my number one since forever. He's been there for me on my lowest of lows and highest of highs. Even when we get into petty arguments, none of it lasts long and we make up and out fast. I'm not saying he isn't happy with me because only he knows that, but I'm saying that I'm worried I'm holding him back from the open, unconditional love he's always deserved. Is that bad? Ugh, I don't know. Lukz out. Sorry for these fucking sad videos.
Can we normalize straight couples? Can we normalize getting off the internet and taking a look outside?
The internet is filled with insufferable, self-centered idiots who think that what they see online is the only thing happening in the world. I saw an entire ass rant just like this of someone whining about WLM not being as popular as it should be anymore, and that we should normalize straight ships. First of all, W-fucking-L-M. What the shit do you need a term like that for? Secondly, straight ships have been on the internet since the beginning of time. Straight relationships have been a thing way before homosexuality was even talked about. You're not oppressed. Your orientation is not oppressed just because, and this is just an example, a lesbian commented on a post of a straight couple saying, "Is he bothering you, queen?" If you think heterosexuality is not normalized, I want you to shut your phone off and go for a walk. Count how many gay couples you see, and count how many straight couples you see. Heterosexuality is literally majority of the globe's version of normal. You snowflakes just have fucking victim complexes. Stop this. It genuinely pisses me off. Luke's out.
I literally feel like I'm in heat right now. Tell me why I can't even look at my boyfriend in his eyes without imagining very different scenarios. And he's not making it easier for me either. He keeps teasing me. Oh boy, do I have some parts that I want him to tease. Relentlessly. See? That's the heat speaking. I invited him over to my uncle's birthday party because my uncle wanted some big event and they all know Jacob well, considering he's been my best friend since we were 2 years old. So no one had any issues with it. I didn't have an issue with it either until he started rubbing me beneath the dinner table. Not even in the freaky way that sounds. He just had his hand on my inner thigh the entire time. And no one noticed. But to make it worse, there was one time where he paused from eating dinner and said, "I'm so hungry." And I told him that there was a lot of food here. And he deadass stops and stared at me with those fucking blue eyes. Someone get this man brown contacts. And tells me he's more interested in dessert while looking me up and down. Hey, so I felt that in my stomach. Just like how I want to feel something else of his in my stomach. Just kidding, guys. It's the heat, okay? Nothing freaky happens. At my uncle's birthday party, at least. An hour or two later, my dad was pretty tired looking. So I asked him if I could bring Jacob home because he got into a fight with his parents. And my dad was obviously okay with that. Time skip. We're now on my bed, watching Family Guy. Me and him should start a family like he should put his babies in me. I'm kidding. And we were cuddling and shit, that cringy lovey stuff, and then his hands start playing with my pants. I'm pausing it here, and resuming it till after. I now have 6 hickeys. I don't even know how I feel. 2 of them are on my neck, and the rest of them are, I am going to clear my name a little bit and say if you're thinking that we freaked, not quite. We didn't do the scary stuff. I'm so in love with him, guys, it's not even funny. I've had such a good day. Luke's out. Hashtag say freaky ladies, gents, and those in between. Men in suits are so hot. It gives boss man, which in my head is a man who can boss me around and I'll say please. Parties are a big common theme for Jacob and I, but unfortunately this was our last party together for a while. And we made it last. And he made me last too, fucking edging me all night. I'm kidding. So because it was the end of the school year, our school hosted a party, kind of like a prom type shit, and Jacob, being the gentleman he is, came over to my house like a night before, and we're sitting on my floor while I drew and he told me drama. And then he paused from the drama and was like, "Luca, do you want to be my date tomorrow?" Guys, when I tell you my pencil dropped and my other pencil stood up, I stared at him like he had 3 heads. To most people, it's normal, duh, because we're dating. But because he avoids literally anything romantic or anything labeled romantic in public with me, hearing him ask me to be his partner to our party tomorrow was crazy to me. Obviously, I said yes. The next day was the day of, which I spent 3 hours getting ready and used an entire bottle of cologne. Kidding. I waited at my front door like a damn puppy waiting for him to come pick me up. He can call me his puppy. I'm into that. Please. I'm kidding. When he finally came, oh, he came all right. He was dressed like a literal fucking prince. Horny mode activated. Let me peel back those outfit layers, good sir, and go at it. His hair was kind of gelled out, and it had a couple strands over his forehead, and I was barking. And he had flowers in his hands. Flowers. For me. He's literally the definition of a gentleman. Meanwhile, I was already imagining him naked. Uh-oh. And when I tell you he smelt so good, scent is everything to me, men with good hygiene. Moaning. So I put the flowers in my room and came back downstairs, and him and I walked together. We stood pretty far away from each other, though. When we got there, we sat at a table with 4 of our other friends, but him and I sat beside each other. The party started at 6 and ended around late at night. Everything was normal, we talked with our friends, ate, held hands under the table, regular closeted gay couple behavior. But when the lights turned off for the dancing time, Jacob and I stayed seated for a little bit. Our friends left, and we were just staring at each other. He was giving me that undressing me with his eyes look. No need to picture it, buddy. You have hands for a reason, and I'm a freak. It wasn't long until we left. He was practically dragging me to my house. It seems like we get freaky often, but not really. Everything is really tame most of the time. Except for last night. It was more intimate, I'll say. And we were a lot closer with each other. But after that, he made me feel like the most special boy in the world, like he always does. We watched a show and fell asleep. Sometimes it's hard to believe this is my reality. I love Jacob so much. Hashtag stay freaky. Lukz out.
Every time I stretch, I let out a little femboy moan, and I feel like that's my true self peeking into the real world. Just think about how goated it probably is to be a femboy. Like I said, one more minor inconvenience in my life, and I'm becoming one. In a perfect world. I mean, I'm literally a makeup expert now, so I'm halfway there. I think. I had to do tons of makeup research since I was getting my guts absolutely rearranged. I'm kidding. Maybe. So I had to figure out how to cover the marks my vampire of a boyfriend left me. Guys, speaking of yesterday, I still can't walk. On the bright side, I did manage to somewhat cover the absolute attack of marks on my body. Which, off topic again, but marks are so fucking hot. I'm rambling at this point because I'm bored and sore. If y'all have any tips for me to fix that, let me know. Just like how Jacob had a tip for me last night. Whoa, who said that? I'm tired of blaming things I clearly said on the wind. Like everything freaky that comes out of my mouth. 8, want something to come in my mouth next. Whoa, is literally all me. I said that shit. Shakespeare walked so I could run. I'm a literary genius. I should genuinely write stories at this point, except my self-insert would just be me as a femboy. I love femboys. I miss Jacob, but I'm going over to his house tomorrow for a movie night, with his family. Let's hope I can walk by then. Let me know if you guys want me to document what happens tomorrow. Muahaha, okay, anyway, Lukz out. Hashtag stay freaky homosexual. Hello. My name is Luca, aka Lukz, and like 3 days ago, my main account was banned. I debated on quitting, yet ultimately decided that probably wasn't the best choice. I got banned due to the way I decided to respond to hate, such as posting them on my TikTok story. For example, when I would get messages of people calling me slurs and threatening me, I would post them on my story. Even with words blocked out, TikTok still took them down and gave me violations for hate and harassment. I've been trying to contact TikTok to get my account back, but my responses keep getting ignored. Maybe I'm not waiting long enough, but I don't get enough information to work with, so it's hard to be patient when I don't even understand what's going on. I did get one response saying she was going to, quote-unquote, show my case to executives, end quote, but I don't know how long that's going to take. If any of you guys could help me get my main account back, if you have any tips or faster ways to get this process done, please let me know. Because I really enjoyed posting TikToks and now I hardly want to anymore. Thank you to all the people that supported me and continue to support me. I'm not quitting, but I'm definitely not going to post as frequently until I can get all of this sorted out. If anyone has any advice or tips for me on getting my account back or can help me out, please do so. That's all for right now. Lukz out. Hashtag stay freaky. You can call me a seaman, the way I'm going to swim in that sperm. What? Hello guys, I am Luca, and since I left a lot of you guys hanging, well, I know something that's hung, about what happened at Jakob's brother's birthday party, I'm going to share. So this happened like a week ago. I got to his house at around 5 p.m., and there was like tons of his family there. They already know me and I know them, but, I'm still shy. Keep in mind, before I left, I have to cover like 5 hickeys and like bite marks thanks to Jacob, and I thought I did a good job covering them. Jacob should do a job on me while covering my mouth. Okay, what? Anyway, I was quickly proven wrong at the dinner table. I was sitting beside Jacob, and his mom and dad were sitting across from us. I felt his mom like pierce through my neck with her stare. Jacob pierced through my neck a couple times with his teeth. So I was like, is there something wrong? And then she looks me up and down and says, what's on your neck? The way my eyes widened. Fun fact, Jacob indeed can get hotter because before I even answered, he said that I got in a fight, while kinda blushing. A fight is a terrible excuse considering I'm a 5'3" twink who has no muscle for the life of me. But then again, a fight isn't all that wrong considering me and Jacob were, just in the sheets instead of the streets. Not gonna sit here and say she believed him because she totally called me filthy beneath her breath. Newsflash lady, your son is the one who gave them to me. Anyway, yeah, she totally thinks I'm a slut, and it's not as hot hearing it from a 40-year-old woman as it would be hearing it from Jacob. Anyway, after dinner, we were all kind of chilling around the house. Jacob and I were in the living room, so we're like a couple of his cousins and his aunt and uncle. Me and Jacob were sitting on a couch together, under a blanket. And I wonder if you can guess where I'm going. Yeah, I was talking with one of his cousins, and all of a sudden, a certain hand belonging to none other than my best friend/boyfriend begins slipping into my pants and not even over my boxers. Keep in mind, I was mid-conversation. He didn't even move his hand. He just left it there, describing it in one word: throbbing. Anyways, he finally took his hand out and he held hands instead. After all the birthday stuff like cake and presents, Apparently, I fell asleep on Jacob. So like a true gentleman, he literally brought me to his room and tucked me into his bed. He cuddled me as I slept and waited for me to wake up. When I woke up, yes, we made out. And yes, his mom almost walked in. At that point, I was already tired and didn't want to go home. So I just he made sure I was spent, the night at his house. I got to sleep in his clothes. They smelt like him. I was so turned on. Anyway, I love thinking about this day. Lukz is now out. Hashtag stay free. Pee down my throat and give me that gold or whatever Cupcake said. I am no longer allowing myself to be silenced. I love being freaky. Every time I see my boyfriend, yes, I immediately want him to show me his willy. Like he texted me and told me he was going to take me out today after whatever it is he has to do. And he told me to be prepared because it's going to be special. Honey, I'm always prepared. But, I mean, you can prepare me further before slipping it in. Oh, what the fuck? And the special better include special liquid ending up on my face. What the hell? Excuse any typos I may make. I'm writing with one hand. Oh boy, I'm down devious. As soon as I get a notification from him starting with I want, I'm already saying yes while telling him things I want to. Like him on top of me or inside. Okay, holy macaroni. Usually when he tells me he's taking me out on dates, not even just casual hangouts like we usually do, we've only had 2 dates. But this time he was completely mysterious about it. Oh boy. It's like depriving my senses and I'm into that. And overstimulation, just in case that's going to be useful information for our date tonight. I love him so much. I know I'm mad freaky on here, and yeah, Jacob can definitely confirm I'm just as freaky towards him IRL too, but I'm genuinely so in love with him. Please let me remove your clothes with my teeth, and we can have a sword fight. Y'all already know I'm updating you about how this date goes, okay? Okay. If y'all want to give me some, outfit ideas, help a gay out. Not that the clothes really matter because they're going to be off by the end of the night anyway, because at the end of the day, we're going to sleep, together. Cuff. Anyways, Luke's out. I have a lot to do today, and I'm pretty sure my dad's in a bad mood. So wish me luck asking him if I can hang out with Jacob today. I'm looking so forward to it. Luke's is out. Hashtag stay freaky.
What's the straightest thing 2 boys can do? Make out in a hot tub for sure. You know what else was straight? My boner.
Hello? Yesterday I got my world rocked. And my body too. Hello, I'm Luca, and oh my god. We've been freaky. Last night was something else entirely. I'll start from the beginning. So, remember how I said we were going to hang out after you finish whatever it is you need to finish? I was included in one of those tasks, and boy, did I get finished. No, I'm joking. That happens later in the night. Duh. Anyways, he finally texts me at 4 p.m. that he's coming to pick me up, and then I need to bring swim shorts. Okay, that made me freak out. What could he possibly have in that head of his? Speaking of head, he definitely got some, what the fuck? Anyway, I did that. So I packed a bag because I could kind of sense where he was going with this. He got to my house. He got me flowers, guys. Not even store-bought. I didn't even realize, but he picked some and literally tied it up with a fucking ribbon. Baby, tie me up next at this point. My dad literally watched Jacob hand me the flowers. Yeah, my dad probably knows something's up because he was clearly about to laugh at us. After that, it was like it always is. Like those vibes. We went to a couple stores, we got some candy, which, I know a lollipop, I want more. Hint, it's in his pants. And after that, we went to his house. He has a pool. Now we're at the meat of the day. I got his meat. We were in his room for an hour. I made him watch me play Minecraft the whole time. Those blocks weren't the only thing that were hard. He had his arm wrapped around me, and my head was on his shoulder. Then he said we should go swimming. I hit that freaky Sonic move. Hey, so he completely and casually changed in front of me. Took everything off in front of me. This is a safe space. I totally stared. It's not as fun to be stared back at, though. His eyes were not on my face. He pushed me into the pool. It was freezing, by the way. Oh my god, I almost came right when he got in. Him wet is the most arousing sight ever. Not a lot of swimming happened, I can't lie. We were in there for an hour, until it got dark, and we were both cold. So we went to the hot tub. He put his knee between my legs and literally grabbed onto my hair as we made out. His hands know exactly where to go. I'm drooling. He hit me with, I want you so bad right now, Luca, directly in my ear, low and desperate. What happens next, I'm not responsible for. We dried off a little bit and ended up in his bed. He hit that spot, not even the whole thing in, and he hit it. His parents were home at this time. He literally had to cover my mouth while smirking. I have never felt anything like that in my life. Then he flipped us around and suddenly I became a cowboy. The way I rode that horse, what the fuck? I'm embarrassed thinking about it. I have never came so hard in my life. Who said that? I have to go.
Luke's out.
Hello, my name is Jacob. I actually don't know how to make videos like this, so I totally may or may not have gotten Luca to do almost all the work for me. To be completely honest, I don't even know what to say, but I can share some of the feelings I have about Luke because, I don't know, I want to. Why am I so awkward? So, me and Luca met when we were 2 years old. His parents were really close friends with my parents, so they kind of made us be friends. I've always liked him, you know what I mean? I honestly think I've always loved him even, but I've genuinely never considered that to be one of my options. Being gay is not okay to my family at all. And I come from a Slavic family who expects men to be big, strong men and women to be dainty and only have one purpose: for men. So honestly, I've never even thought about liking boys. I mean, I guess I don't like boys. I like my boy. Because I learned that love doesn't stop at gender, and you can't control the person your soul attaches to. If you were to ask me about memories we have together, I could genuinely go on for hours about that. Me and Luca have literally done everything together. Like, we're so close to the point where when I'm walking by myself in school, someone immediately has to ask where Luca is. You can't get him without me, and you can't get me without him. I thought love could only be between a man and a woman because that's how God made us, according to my parents. But I've had a dozen of crushes on girls, and none of them made me feel like this. And I think it has to do with how much Luca means to me. My feelings for him especially peaked when we were 13, and we were building a snowman. And instead of focusing on the snowman, Luca started chucking snow at me. And then I threw one back at him, a little bit too hard, and he literally refused to talk to me and gave me that cute pouty look he does when he's angry the entire rest of the night, even though I apologized a million times. I learned that your heart racing from love isn't just a movie thing. The second he finally forgave me and the hug felt different. I remember that day vividly. The way I looked at him kind of changed, but I didn't understand it. I thought everyone got butterflies when their best friend told them something small or teased them. So I would always tease him back by flirting or touching him in class or something. I thought I could only like girls, and I thought Luca could only like girls. So I didn't see an issue in the way I acted with him. Then he confessed, and I was terrified. My family would, and still won't, ever support me. And apparently my religion says it's wrong. But the way he looked at me, I can't even explain what I thought. At first, I didn't want to date. I didn't think I'd be able to treat him properly, being a secret. But I made the best choice. He makes me so happy. And I'll never let him overthink me again. I love him. Yeah. Anyway, bye-bye.
Next time I get a text, and I answer in the same damn breath, like my thumb immediately lifted off the send button, and you vanish off the face of the earth, I swear to God I will personally tickle your insides with a cucumber. Tell me where the hell you can teleport to in a millisecond and a half that is so pressing you can't answer me for like a whole biblical era. I will press that little reset button on your throat so hard your soul restarts. Oh, sorry, I was in the shower. For 18 hours? Did a shampoo bottle knock you unconscious? Did the drain drag you to another dimension? Or did you just take one glance at my message and go, unworthy? Be so for real. You texted me first. You better send me a high-res photo of you sipping iced coffee with the aliens before you even think about sending me a dumbass excuse. And don't even get me started on never mind. Never fucking mind. You just tap danced across my last nerve in while whispering sweet nothings to my anger. Oh, okay, I'll just never answer you again. Then, if you don't want to talk, don't light up my phone like a blessing in the first place. Like, for real, why am I texting back like I'm in a customer service call center for your emotions? I'm so pissed I can't even be freaky. Bitch, answer me. Yes, this is extremely targeted. I'm rambling because I miss Jacob. Jacob, text me back. Luke's out, guys. Hashtag stay freaky. No, because I actually miss Jacob so bad it's painful. Like I'm grounded for 1 week and suddenly every cell in my body is throwing a tantrum, begging for more. Like me when he... Okay, what? My dad really looked me in the eye and said, "You're not seeing him for a bit." Like that wouldn't shatter me on a spiritual level. Like, okay, King, I get it, but you just sentenced me to 7 days of insanity and unfulfilled horny prison. I'm not even being dramatic. I miss Jacob in ways that should not be spoken out loud. I miss his voice, his hands, his stupid smirk when he knows he's hot and annoying. I want him to pin me to a wall and say some real disrespectful shit and then make out with me until I forget my name. My finger slipped. I want to sit on his lap and make him regret ever letting me out of his sight. I want him to absolutely obliterate my self-control. I want to be ruined and then thank him for it. Geez, guys, why is it so windy? I'm laying in bed every night like some love-deprived Victorian orphan, dreaming about his hands under my shirt and his mouth on my neck. What the fuck, Luca? My brain is running a 24/7 slideshow of things I want to do to him and things I want to let him do to me. I'm talking bruises. I'm talking teeth. I'm talking, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I'm grounded and I'm touch-starved. I miss making out like we're trying to inhale each other's souls. Okay, I need him like air. No, actually, scratch that. I'd trade air for 5 minutes with him. Oxygen is overrated. Jacob is not. I swear, if I don't see him soon, I'm going to start levitating from sheer frustration. My dad thinks this is good for me to have some time alone, but really, he just turned me into a feral, horny little beast, pacing my room and growling at the walls. Free me. Free me before I start texting Jacob you up messages at 3 a.m. Is Jacob gonna see this? Yes, because I'm gonna tag him in this and make him see how desperate I am. Luke's out. Never let anyone diminish your freak. Hashtag stay free. Hey guys, it's Luca. This video's different. No venting, no drama, no jokes. Just me talking about how deeply, genuinely, I love Jacob. Lately, I've seen people say I only lust after him, that it's all just freaky jokes and hormones. But that's not true. The reason I make those videos is because my head is loud and overly sexual all the time. And I wish it wasn't, but hypersexuality is a bitch. And joking about it makes me feel less guilty. It helps me cope. But please don't let that distract from how much this boy means to me. Because he's everything. My everything. I'm not good at being openly romantic. Being vulnerable like this is hard. It's way easier to turn emotions into jokes than sit in how heavy they are. But in real life, when I'm around him, I feel everything, even when I hide it. I knew I loved Jacob when we were little, as young as when we were 5, and I had him dress up like my prince while I was the princess, because I didn't know two princes could be together. But my first love memory was when we were 10. We were at his house playing a board game. We were just being honest with each other, talking about how we'd be best friends forever, and I remember this feeling to always be there for him, to be someone he could cry to or laugh with. That's love. That was the beginning. I still feel it every time he smiles. His real smile, the one he only shows around me. I want to curl up beside him and make sure he always feels safe. He's been through so much. His family's hurt him and still does. He's okay with me sharing that. And I just want to be his escape. I want to be the reason he smiles with that wide, real one. The one who reminds him he's cherished. Because with me, he is. He's my best friend. My first and forever best friend. And my lover. I notice everything about him, even the things he thinks I don't. The little birthmark under his right eye, the one on his neck, the scars on his arm from when we tried to build a treehouse, and he insisted on helping my dad, even though he was 9, and very bad at handiwork. His stubborn attitude is cute, and I love it all, and I don't want him to lose it. I draw him things, make little crafts, just to see him light up, because I know that's what he loves. That's how I say I love you, when I can't get the words out. I'm so bad at saying it, but sometimes, when he's asleep or not looking, I want to sob into his chest and scream it, because it's all so big, too big for my mouth to hold. He's the prettiest boy alive. He's home to me. And no, my hypersexuality isn't going to ruin that. I keep it in check. I try. Because my love for him is bigger, louder. Sometimes I zone out just looking at his face, and I feel peace, like nothing else matters. Just him. Don't let my arousal fool you. I'm head over heels, completely. I blush like an idiot when he looks at me. My heart goes crazy. I get so overwhelmed with love that I forget how to act. It'll always be us, Jacob and Luca. Always. Luke's out. I think my actual love language is sending flirty texts at the worst possible times. Like, yeah, I'm a bottom, but I've made it my personal mission to turn Jacob into a mess with just my thumbs. Weirdo alert. There's something so delicious about catching him off guard, especially when he's hanging out with our friends. Like, we're all just chilling, talking about dumb shit, and he checks his phone real quick, and boom, one text from me, and suddenly he's shifting in his seat and pretending he's not about to explode. 'Cause if you're about to explode, don't waste it. I have a pretty face for a reason, okay? Horn dog alert. Take this as your trigger warning that this video is not appropriate. It's so good. Especially because Jacob's the type who doesn't blush easily. He's got that I'm unbothered energy like nothing phases him, until it's me texting flirty things into his phone while he's trying to act normal in a group setting. I'll send something like, can't wait to be on my knees later, joke by the way, while he's mid-convo about something, and watch him literally stop typing for a minute like his soul left his body. Luca, stop. And the best part? Everyone just thinks we're best friends. No one suspects a thing. So I'll casually lean over and say, you good, bro? Like I didn't just text him that I want to make him lose his mind as soon as we're alone. Whoa. And I say bro on purpose because I know he hates it. I know it makes his eye twitch. He wants to correct me. He wants to say, don't call me that, but he can't because we're keeping the secret and he'd rather implode than break, which is so hot, by the way. Anyways, he never says anything. Just clenches his jaw and gives me that look. And I sit there all innocent like, what? You're acting weird. Whole time, I'm just waiting to get him alone so he can drag me somewhere quiet and handle it. Typing with one hand now. But God, when he does fold. When he lets that wall slip even just a little. When he texts back something dirty or groans under his breath when he thinks no one's looking. Something's throbbing right now and it isn't my heart. Whoa. It feeds me. It's rare, but when it happens, I'm floating. Climaxy. Okay, pausing it. I love knowing that I get to see the version of him no one else gets. Soft, flustered, wrecked because of me. I live for it. I love being a menace. I love knowing I've got my literal best friend wrapped around my finger. He can act like I don't get to him, but the second we're alone, yeah, he's mine. Jacob, I know you're watching this. I've spoken my truth. Luke's out. Hashtag stay freaky gays, gals, and those in between. If he has a happy trail, we're both about to be happy in about 0.5 seconds. All I need, 5 minutes and a hair tie. Hi, I'm Luca. Jacob's happy trail is actually a hate crime against my sanity. Like, why does he get to exist with a body like that? Walking around like he's not ruining my composure with every low-rise sweatpant and half-lifted hoodie. It's evil. It's cruel. That little line of hair leading down from his stomach, it's not just hot. It's life-changing. I saw it a couple times, and I haven't known peace since. Totally a joke, by the way. Haha. It's not just hair. It's a map to my destination. It's a warning label. It's a flashing neon sign that says, your self-control ends here. Every time he shifts, stretches, leans back, and that trail peeks out like it knows what it's doing, I literally have to clench my jaw so I don't make some sound I can't take back. Okay. Like, I'll be mid-convo, fully fine, and then he scratches his stomach and I get a glimpse, and suddenly I'm sitting there like, the other day he came over after he worked out or whatever he does, skin still glistening and sweatpants hanging way too low on his hips. He sits next to me, all casual, stretches his arms up with a little yawn, and bam, there it is, that goddamn trail. And I swear the room started spinning. I had to blink like 69 times to ground myself. And then he had the nerve to go, ugh, sorry, I'm all gross. Like I wasn't 2 seconds away from throwing myself at him like a possessed child in need of an exorcism. Gross? Boy, I want to lick the salt off your stomach and thank you for the opportunity. You think I'm turned off? No. I'm trying not to whimper. Horny buzzer. I've imagined tracing it with my tongue more times than I can legally admit. Watching him breathe all heavy, teasing him just to hear that shaky little inhale he does when he's trying not to lose it. And hey, I'm actually not continuing that thought. And it's not even just about being hot. Okay, it is a little. It's the effect it has on me. The way it makes me feel. Like that trail is a route owned by me. I want to lie on my back and let him straddle me with that. I'm getting too ahead of myself. He pulls up his shirt and I fold like a beach chair. He breathes heavy and I'm already done. One more glimpse and I'll start writing poetry about it. Sonnets, odes, ballads. An entire video dedicated to how much I love it. Wait a second. Anyway, Jacob is taking me out on a date on Thursday, so let me know if I should yap about it. Anyway, Luke's out. Hashtag stay freaky gays, gals, and those in between. I want him so deep inside me, I feel it in my stomach. Hey, oh my god. The way Jacob pulls me onto his lap like it's nothing? Like it's normal? Like I'm not supposed to malfunction the second I feel him shift underneath me? He'll do it all casual too, like, come here, patting his thigh like he doesn't know that exact motion makes me throb. Anyway, I sit down thinking I'll be chill, normal, calm, composed. And then he wraps his arms around my waist, leans in all close, and breathes against my neck like he's bored. He mumbles some shit like, "Tu te chopli." And I'm like, yeah, no shit. I'm on fire, actually. My brain is short-circuiting, Jacob. And then he starts bouncing his leg. He acts like it's just a twitch, like he's not fully aware of what he's doing to me. Meanwhile, I'm gripping his shoulders like we're on a fucking roller coaster, and he's just sitting there, smug, silent, and rock hard. And so am I. Just minus the smug and silent bit. And the worst part? He pretends he doesn't notice, always acts nonchalant, looks away like he's focused on something else. Meanwhile, I'm squirming in his lap, biting back noises I should not be making outside of like a soundproof basement. He'll go all innocent, "A chavo tu tak?" with that crooked smirk and raised eyebrow like he doesn't know damn well what's wrong. And if I so much as breathe a little heavier, his hands tighten around my waist, just slightly, like a warning. Like, don't move unless you want me to snap. Like, please, snap. Please, have your way with me. For future job purposes, I'm obviously kidding. Boy is so dramatic. Like, we're not one bad decision away from a full-blown incident. I swear to God, the second he whispers, "Sit still," in that broken, accented English, it's over. I am no longer a functioning member of society. I am goo. I am dust in the wind. I am offering myself up to the gods for ever putting me in this situation. And the wild part? I like it. I lean back into him, I tempt fate, I play with fire like I want to get burned. Because at the end of the day, Jacob's lap is the throne, and I'm just his stupid little court jester begging to misbehave and put in my place. Cough, cough. Anyways, Lukz is getting too carried away. Lukz out. Hashtag stay freaky, gays, gals, and those in between.
Кажется, я наконец-то готов это признать. Я ненавижу своих друзей. Ненавижу, как они заставляют меня чувствовать себя мелким, будто я нужен только когда им скучно или удобно. Не как будто я им реально важен, просто чтобы кто-то был. Я вечно план «Б», запасной, тот, кого зовут, если все нормальные отказались. И я это ощущаю. Всегда. Я вечная шутка. Всегда тот, над кем ржут. Они говорят, да мы просто прикалываемся, ну ты чё? Но когда это всегда на мой счет, когда это про мои комплексы, Когда каждый раз одно и то же, это уже не весело. Это просто больно. Они постоянно тусуются без меня. Даже не скрывают. Могут строить планы прямо при мне и такие: «Но ты бы все равно не захотел идти». Или вообще молчат. Просто выкладывают фотки. Пусть я сам увижу. Пусть почувствую себя лишним. Прямо на людях. И самое обидное, я знаю, что Якова они любят больше. Но оба вроде как свои в доску, но вот как они к нему и как ко мне, небо и земля. Он заходит, и у всех глаза горят. Я захожу, и тишина. Словно воздуха глотнули. Мы все вместе росли, одно время, одни компании, но почему-то я стал тем лишним, тем, кого забудут первым, когда жизнь всех раскидает. Это больно. Реально. Хотел бы сказать, что мне все равно, что я уже не чувствую ничего. Но каждый раз, когда они делают вид, что меня нет, каждый раз, когда смеются надо мной, каждый раз, когда я понимаю, что я тут никто, будто нож по сердцу. А я сижу, улыбаюсь, типа мне норм. Поддакиваю, чтобы не портить атмосферу. Проглатываю, потому что не хочу быть тем самым обидчивым. Потому что если скажу, меня из-за этого высмеют. Я знаю, что они меня не видят. Не по-настоящему. Видят просто чувака на стуле, который будет рядом, даже если его об него ноги вытирают. Может, сам виноват, может, сам это допустил. Но я устал быть невидимкой. Устал делать вид, что мне хватает этого дружбы. Не хватает. Мне нужно больше. Я заслуживаю больше. И я не знаю, поймут ли они когда-нибудь, до какой степени заставили меня ненавидеть себя. Сколько раз я шел домой с мыслью: я сломанный, скучный, ненужный. Просто надо было выговориться. Не знаю, останется ли этот текст тут. Может, да, а может, кто-то еще тоже так чувствует. Иногда я, блядь, ненавижу, что люблю его. Не потому, что он не стоит того, он, сука, все для меня. А потому, что в этой ебучей стране любовь ощущается как преступление. Будто мы преступление. Я ненавижу, что не могу его просто обнять, не оглядываясь. Ненавижу, что мне приходится вечно врать, чистить переписки, удалять фотки, по 100 раз обдумывает каждое слово, каждый пост. Ненавижу, что он все еще вздрагивает, когда кто-то говорит про семью, потому что его могут просто уничтожить, если они узнают. Ненавижу, что наше чувство, как будто это что-то грязное. Мне осточертело делать вид, что меня это не ест, улыбаться сквозь вину, смотреть, как гетеро-друзья спокойно держатся за руки, целуются, ржут про любовь, будто это что-то легкое и красивое, и понимать, что для нас это опасно, что у нас все может пойти по пизде из-за одного неправильного движения. Если его родители узнают, все, они его вычеркнут, будто и не было, а я не могу его от этого защитить. И как, блядь, с этим жить? Мой отец, да, принимает меня, ну и что? Это не меняет, где мы живем, это не меняет законы, это не делает нас в безопасности, это не дает мне любить его так, как он этого заслуживает. А он заслуживает всего. Заслуживает того, кто мог бы держать его за руку на улице, кто мог бы говорить: «Это мой парень», не шепотом. А я что ему даю? Страх, тишину, прятки. Я себя за это ненавижу. Ненавижу, что ему приходится прятаться из-за меня. Из-за того, что я родился не таким, каким надо. Из-за того, что я люблю не того. Иногда я просто хочу все это отключить, перестать любить его, перестать быть этим, быть обычным, стрейт-ботом, скучным и безопасным, тем, кто никогда бы не писал такую хуйню, как сейчас. Но потом он смотрит на меня, смотрит, как будто я его весь мир. И я начинаю ненавидеть не себя, а этот грёбаный мир, в котором за это чувство стыдно. Они никогда не поймут, насколько тяжело любить вот так. Любить по-настоящему, до глубины, до боли. И видеть, как мир смотрит на это, как на грязь. Вы реально, блядь, дегенераты. Я даже не знаю, как еще это сказать. Это обращение к тем ублюдкам, которые пытаются меня разоблачить, копаются в моем аке, будто вы какие-то ёбнутые хакеры из 2016 года. Вы хоть понимаете, насколько вы жалкие? Вы правда сидите и обсасываете, совпадает ли мой сим-код со страной? Кто вас, блядь, воспитывал? Давайте раз и навсегда проясним. Я сказал, что живу в России. И угадай что? Я правда живу в России. Не ради ваших ёбаных слез и страдальческого гейского вайба. Не чтобы быть парочкой для вашего удовольствия. Я сказал Россия просто потому, что это факт. Если бы я сказал, что из Франции или Швеции, всем было бы пофиг. Но стоило сказать Россия, и все, теория заговора. Он из Канады. Закрой ты ебало уже. Я Канаду только на карте видел. Вы реально пиксели в скринах увеличиваете, лишь бы убедить себя в своих же фантазиях. Да, у меня iPhone может отображаться как канадский. Знаешь почему? Потому что мой батя купил мне его в поездке. Надо сколько мозгов, чтобы понять. Страна покупки телефона на национальность владельца. Оторвитесь уже от своих паранойй и выйдите на улицу. Теперь про мисгендеринг. Вы, походу, реально поехавшие. Вы травили меня, пока я не выложил детскую фотку, чтобы доказать, что я пацан. И даже тогда вы орали, что это фейк. Вы так хотите, чтобы я был девочкой, просто чтобы обесценить каждое слово. Это пиздец как мерзко. Я цис-парень, я гей. И так было всегда. Но, блядь, онлайн этого недостаточно. Мне теперь нужен тест ДНК паспорт и аудио, где я читаю Конституцию Тарошкой Фаер, чтобы вы, суки, успокоились. Честно, девки и геи в этом приложении начали вести себя как токсичные гетеро-мужики. Разъебываете других МЛМ, потому что вам скучно и завистно. Вы чего совсем ёбнулись? Найдите себе, блять, личность, которая не основана на травле чужих людей. Он ведет оба аккаунта. Вы в своем уме, один, блять, эмодзи не туда, и вы уже орете, что я фейк своего парня. Господи, вы такие жалкие. Видите счастливую пару и сразу, наверное, подделка. Вы позорище. Настолько поехавшие, что уже фанфики в голове себе пишете и в них сами верите. Так что последний раз по буквам. Я Лука, я гей, я парень, я живу в России. Не веришь? Не моя проблема. Но и не смей тащить меня в свое шизошоу. Ты не сыщик, не борец за справедливость. Ты просто жалкий, никому не нужный долбоеб, который не может переварить, что кто-то как я существует. Займись своей, блядь, жизнью. Иди нахуй.
You know what's sick? How fucking much I love that boy. Like, I've had crushes. I've liked girls. But nothing comes even close to how bad I've got it for Luca. The comparison is impossible. I look at him and my whole body just aches. He's so pretty it pisses me off. Like, how dare he be that soft, that sarcastic, that fucking mine. I love every version of him. When he's bratty and mouthy and pushing all, my buttons just to get my hands on him. I love that. When he's quiet and sleepy and curled up in my hoodie, like he belongs there. Because he fucking does. I love that too. And when he's needy, when he's blushing and squirming and looking up at me like I hung the damn moon, trust he will be ruined. Oh my gosh, his voice. He'll say my name just once, real soft and sweet, and suddenly I'm losing my grip. My self-control's gone. I'm bending him back, holding his jaw, telling him he's so good for me. And he's just nodding like the perfect little mess he is. Trust me, he is not a top like he claims. He looks at me like I'm some higher being when I praise him, and I eat that shit up. When we're apart, I'm useless. Like, yeah, I've got stuff to do, practice, workouts, whatever. But the second I'm alone, I'm back in my bed with his texts, open waiting for his reply. I miss his warmth. I miss his laugh. I miss the way he says, I hate you, when he really means, I want you so bad it hurts. I want to be next to him all the time. I want to pull him into my lap, teasing him until he whines, whispering how good he is for me, while I slide my fingers through his hair. I want to kiss him until he can't think straight, hold him till he's melting into me. And it's not just lust. It's not just heat. It's love. Stupid, overwhelming, I'd burn down everything for him kind of love. He could be sobbing, screaming, laughing, begging, moaning, I don't care. I'd still look at him and think, yeah, that's the one. That's mine. I'm struggling because I don't get to see him for a week. But trust me, next time I see him, it'll be unforgettable. That's a promise, Luca. Bye-bye. I like that people think I work out for girls. That I'm one of those guys. Protein shake chugging, mirror flexing. Gym selfie douchebags just fishing for attention in their story replies. But no, the truth's a lot filthier than that. I work out thinking about him. I hit every rep, every set, every drop of sweat knowing damn, well, what it's gonna do to Luca when I send him the perfect picture after. Because I don't take those for attracting girls. I take those for him. His reaction is the only one I care about. Last night I knew exactly what I was doing. He's away, on a trip with his dad, most likely bored out of his mind. And he's made it very clear he's missed me. So yeah, I gave him something to chew on. Gray sweatpants. No shirt, still soaked. I angled the camera just right. Abs showing, happy trail clear. Hand tugging the waistband low for dramatic effect. Showing off just a little less than enough. And I knew the second I hit send that he was gonna go completely rogue. And gosh, I love that. I love knowing that picture ruined his night in the best way. That he probably stared at it for way too long, biting his knuckle, whispering, he's so annoying, about me to himself, while his thighs pressed together. He does that more often than one may think. I live for that. My other friends see me shirtless and nod like, yeah, bro, gain's good for you. But if they knew the way I send those shots with one thing in mind, getting Luca all hot and twitchy, breathing heavier, texting me, you're such a dick, with 15 heart emojis and a photo of his blushing face, they'd never look at me the same. And it's not even about the ego. It's about owning him even when I'm not there. About sticking the image of me in his head so deep he can't think straight. I know he's probably lying in that stupid hotel bed wearing only my hoodie and nothing else. Replaying that photo with his legs curled up and that flushed little look he always gets. It's not even fair how good he makes me feel just by reacting. One more fuck Yasha from him and I'm ready to book a train, plane, anything to get to him faster. He keeps saying next week like it's soon. But I swear if this trip lasts one more damn day, I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna keep sending him pictures though. Worse ones. Lower ones. Because if I'm suffering, so is he. And when he gets back, I'm not letting him leave my bed for days. He can claw at me, call me mean, I'm not stopping till he's so thoroughly wrecked, he forgets what his name is and mine is the only word left in his vocabulary. Consensually, gentlemen. Don't be a pig. That's what he gets for going on this trip and leaving me with nothing but a whole lot of pent-up love. And yeah, love. Because every tease, every photo, every little torment I send him, it's all just me screaming, I miss you, in the only language we both really understand. And damn, do I miss him. Luca, just you wait. Bye-bye.
I thought getting your back blown out was just a phrase, until I came home from my trip and Jacob rearranged my spine like he was a fucking chiropractor. Hi, hey, hello, it's Luca. And I am currently writing to you from Jacob's bed, where my legs are still not working, and my voice is currently on hiatus. I was gone for a week, 1 week, and apparently that was 1 week too long for Jacob, because the moment I got home, this man turned into a whole fucking animal. He didn't even let me unpack, didn't let me hydrate. I blinked, and suddenly I was at a skate park in his hoodie like this was a cute teenage date. I was like, ah, and he was like, you got 10 minutes before I can't keep my hands to myself. We made it 1 hour before he dragged me to his house like I was a damn rag doll. And get this, he didn't even put me down when we got inside. I was still in his arms. He was fumbling with his pants, and devouring me while carrying me upstairs like we were in some rated R Wattpad scene written by a delusional romantic with too much time and too little. Shame. Hi, it's me. Except this is somehow not fantasy. Did he shut the door when we got to his room? Yes. Did he lock it? No. Did that matter? Also no, because we were already horizontal. And babes, when I say he missed me, that man missed me in slow, fast, deep, shallow, soft, rough bed floor, wall, desk, you name it. He was talking me through it with his deep-ass voice like he was giving me a TED Talk titled, How to Make Your Boyfriend Literally Scream. And scream? I did. And then, his brother almost walked in. His brother literally yelled from the hallway like, the fuck are you doing? Jacob, calm as hell, watching a movie. Me, horizontal, sticky, trembling, praying the blanket was covering enough of my dignity. Short answer for his brother, Jacob was doing me. For the whole night. Long answer, Jacob was doing God's work, and I'm not exaggerating. We took a short break to cuddle. He kissed my forehead, wiped me down like I was sacred, washed my hair, made me food, put me in his hoodie and pants, tucked me in like I wasn't just defiled in 17 different positions. But oh no, we weren't done. We woke up. I had morning wood, which, thanks to those thin-ass sweatpants he gave me, was not subtle, and he noticed immediately. Smirked like the devil himself, leaned in and whispered, be quiet if you don't want to get caught. When I tell you I folded faster than lawn furniture, in a tornado, and the way he said, there's my good boy after, I ascended. I fucking ascended. He left marks and looked at them like they were achievements. The man stared at his own bite mark like it was a trophy. My body's been sore for 2 days. I walk like a newborn giraffe. And he just keeps saying, you're so cute like this. And he's so gentle about it too. Like he'll absolutely ruin me, then kiss my forehead and go, need anything, baby boy? While I'm still twitching. Jacob is simultaneously the most tender and deranged man I've ever loved. Right now, he has his hand resting on I'm still in his hoodie. My thighs are numb. I'm glowing. I'm wrecked. I'm obsessed. In conclusion, I learned that making Jacob pent up is worth it. The price is bliss. The receipt is on my neck. Fuck. Luke's out. Stay freaky, gays, gals, and those in between. Getting freaky with music in the background is so awkward to me. I can't even pretend anymore. Like, babes, how do you expect me to arch my back, beg for mercy, and moan your name while The Weeknd is singing in the background? About heartbreak and cocaine? I'm not trying to ride to the rhythm of a heartbreak anthem. I'm trying to focus on your hands, not if I'm staying on beat. And God forbid it's a playlist, curated, pre-made, labeled, mood, or some horny emoji combo. I'm sorry, but if you press play on something called Stroke Game, and suddenly Drake starts whispering in my ear while you're whispering something very different down below, my soul leaves my body. I start giggling, uncontrollably. I'm in hell, and don't get me started on lyrics. I can't be worshipping Jacob's abs, thighs, and God-given everything while some auto-tuned man in the background is going, she ride me like a Tesla. I'm not a Tesla. I'm a boyfriend, a gay, lovesick, freaky boyfriend, whose emotional support comes from Jacob's scent, not Travis Scott. Like, imagine I'm trying to feel cute, seductive, real siren energy, and suddenly Pitbull comes on. You expect me to whimper yes sir with Mr. Worldwide shouting over my cries? Please, I'll literally go soft from the laughter alone. Now maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm a little sensitive. Maybe I've just never heard a song sexy, enough to drown out the intrusive thoughts. But personally, I don't need the soundtrack. Jacob's voice is all I need. His low, good boy, his breathy moans, the way he groans when I scratch his back. That's my music. That's the playlist. That's the album of the year. And if we must have music, ambient, background noise, nothing lyrical, nothing recognizable. Because the second a song comes on that I know, oh, it's over. I'm singing, mid-act. Jacob could be blowing my mind and I'll still be humming the chorus because my brain is on autopilot and now I've ruined the vibe. So yeah, no music. Just him, just us. Just his breath in my ear and his hand around my throat like the love of my literal life he is. Now that's a vibe. No shade to the people who can, I just literally can't wrap my head around it. Lux out, sure, stay freaky gays, gals, and those in between. Hey everyone, it's Luca. A lot of you have been left in the dark about the so-called controversy I'm in. I'm here to explain it all as clearly and honestly as I can. This will be a longer video, because there's a lot to unpack. First off, I'm a boy. I don't understand how this is still up for debate. It's honestly embarrassing how often y'all show your transphobia by calling me a girl. I'm cis. But even if I weren't, even if I were trans, how the fuck would that make me any less gay? Why are we calling boys girls? It's tired and hateful. Alright, let's start from the beginning. I'm a little drunk right now, so bear with me. I hope this all makes sense. 2 days ago, I opened my TikTok inbox like usual and saw about 100 to 150 comments saying JD runs you. I thought, what the hell is that supposed to mean? I posted it on my story hoping someone could explain it to me. This whole thing came out of nowhere. 1 second everything was normal, the next, my entire world crashed down. Thank God I put that post on my story, because that's how I found out what was really going on. And yes, I'll be showing screenshots, with words censored because some of this goes way beyond TikTok hate. This is criminal harassment. They were actively plotting against me. In their own words, someone came to me and told me everything about a Discord server. Of course, it was Discord. Are any of us even surprised? This is exactly why I never made a Discord server when people asked. I knew shit like this would happen. No shade to all Discord users, just to the greaseballs who pull this kind of crap. So, a TikTok creator named JD, who, in my opinion, is two-faced, told Jakob he loved our content. 1 minute and the next was running an entire Discord server dedicated to hating us. Yes, you heard that right. A whole server just to shit on me. I've got screenshots. They were calling me disgusting. A degenerate, a slut, a whore, a loser. Just endless insults. A lot of the hate was xenophobic too. They tore into me for being Russian. One said, be careful, he might bomb you, he's Russian. Another said, fuck Russian people. Someone even told others to spam my comment section with Ukraine flags. Like, what the hell does my nationality or the political situation in my country have to do with my content? I'm 15. Then they said they were going to become the biggest hate account about me, which is just insane. Not even my fans care that much. You're obsessed. You have no life. And it gets worse. One of them wanted to start a rumor that I have lumbar lordosis, a spinal condition that affects posture and makes your butt stick out, just to mock my body. They told me to kill me. They mocked myself. They mocked me for being suicidal and made a look slur. Yes, JD, the owner of the server, literally came up with slur options and asked everyone to vote on which one suited me best. He laughed about how mad I got. He giggled that he got to me. He laughed when I said I wanted to end my life. Someone compared me, a 15-year-old boy, to a porn star. Said my hole is so gaping I'm in a competition with them. Let me repeat. I've only ever had one partner. I don't know what kind of sick freak thinks it's okay to talk about a teenage boy like that. This whole server existed just to harass me, bully me, break me down. But when the screenshots leaked, they started pinning me as the bad guy. Just for showing proof of what they did to me. Because I spoke up, I got even more hate. People tried to dox me. And now, get this, a 13-year-old who was in the server is threatening to sue me for defamation. For posting screenshots, real ones. But if this ever went to court, we all know who'd win, me. Because I didn't fake a single message. Not one. They did. They poorly edited fake texts between me and someone else, made it look like I said sick, disgusting things, and posted it around as proof that I'm a bad person. That's defamation of character. I could sue them. They literally said from the start, their goal was to ruin my life. How have I been coping? Drinking, a lot. And even anymore. I just black out at this point. So congrats. I hope you're proud of yourselves. I've had the worst few days of my life. I am the victim in this situation. If you try to twist that, if you ignore everything I've just said, just because of what I post, you are a cruel person. You have zero empathy for a kid who's being pushed past his limit. Yes, being a creator means being ready for hate. But hate means people saying you're stupid or I don't like your content. Not Discord servers. Not faked messages. Not slurs made for me. Not sexual harassment. Not doxing attempts. Not people trying to convince me to kill myself. And about my mutuals turning on me, that's a lie too. I've never lost a mood. Everyone I follow now, I was already following on my old account. That's my full circle. Always has been. They're trying to destroy me. And it's working. And yeah, Luka quits every other week. Because every time I come back, you chase me away again. I was back for one day, and you ruined it. If I ever post again, it's not going to be freaky. Putting myself online, sharing that version of me, has destroyed my self-image. It's made me spiral even more with my hypersexuality. I don't want to do this anymore. Thank you for my platform. But this has gone too far for me and for Jakob. I'm done. Luk's out. And my last message to you is, stay freaky. Goodbye, guys. I'm quitting. Internet, life, who knows what'll happen tonight. But either way, one or both will be happening. I'm not sugarcoating shit. I'm not asking anyone to feel sorry for me. I'm not going to throw out insults to feel better. But there was another hate Discord server made about me. Reading what they said, again, makes me realize how fucking brutal life has been. Over and over and over again. I don't even know why I thought it would get better. My mom died. I was sexually assaulted from 6 to 8 years old. I've been bullied so badly I got physically attacked. I still struggle with self-helps. I've spent my entire life being treated like a punching bag. Something to beat, to break, to throw away. And you know what's funny? Not even my in-person friends like me. Except for Yakov. He's always been the one who stayed. I've been struggling for so long, and this was the final straw. Are you really going to commit over a Discord server? No, I'm not. I was planning this way before. But that server? That was my last shred of hope snapping. I thought the internet would be different. I thought maybe here people would see me, understand me, laugh with me, love me. Instead, it became the very thing that pushed me to this point. They're calling me a slut. They're calling me sex-obsessed. They're planning to fake screenshots of me, saying awful things, things I've never said, never even thought. They're trying to cancel me for expressing love. Just love and innuendos. What the fuck did I do wrong? Exist? And don't come to me saying, just log off. Don't worry. It's off, for good. Not just my phone, me. To everyone in those servers. You win. Congratulations. You finally got rid of the freak you hated so much. And if you're reading this and laughing, good, laugh, celebrate. Because that's all you ever wanted, right? But don't fucking lie and say I was dramatic. My hands. Remember that. And for the record, before the lies start spreading, I've never said a slur. Never disrespected anyone. Never been racist. Anything you see from this point on is fake. 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 Take this from me while I'm still here. To those of you who supported me, even if I never told you directly, thank you. For real. Thank you for being kind. For seeing me. To Yasha, my heart, my home, my reason, my fighter, my best friend, the only one who ever defended me when it felt like the world hated me. You kept me alive longer than you know. I love you. I really, really love you. If I had any strength left to fight, it would have been for you. I'm sorry I might not make it to our wedding, but I'll haunt you in my ghost form. You better believe that. To my dad, I love you. Thank you for holding me when I cried. Thank you for rubbing my back and letting me be soft. Thank you for watching princess movies with me. Even if you knew then that your son was a little fruity, thank you for always being my number one. And to my haters, I wonder if this will finally make you question your morality. I wonder if hearing this, straight from the mouth of the almost 15-year-old kid you destroyed, will make you stop. Probably not. But at least the truth is out. At least I said what I needed to say. Goodbye, #stay freaky. For the last time, Lukz is out.